ונתתי שלום בארץ, and I will give peace in the land. בילקוט במקומו רמז תפריש עין בייז בתחילתו. So in Yalkut Shimoni, Shema Tomru, Hari Michael, Hari Mishta, Yamin Shalomin Kan Klum. Maybe you'll say, we have food and we have drink, but if we don't have peace, then we don't have anything. Talmud Lomar, ונתתי Shalom Ba'aretz. So therefore it says, and I will give peace in the land. V'lamin Shalom Keneged HaKol. So from this here we learn that peace is equivalent to them all. V'omer Hosei Shalom Uvoriyas HaKol. And it says, and he makes peace and creates all. Magid Shalom Keneged HaKol. So this tells us that peace is equivalent to them all. Ad kan l'shono. Ein mashakas b'torah Ohr. So Parshas Bechukosai b'dibur ha'maschil tzeina b'perush b'melech Shlomo Shalom Shalom. Look in the Mamer, go out and see in the King Shlomo, explaining what does it mean, the King Shlomo Shalom Shalom, that the peace belongs to him. Ub'dibur ha'maschil b'dibur ha'maschil shir hashirim asher li Shlomo. And then it says asher li Shlomo. Again, a concept of Shalom Shalom. Ub'dibur ha'maschil kol dodi b'shir hashirim b'perush isu harim shalom la'am. Look in kol dodi, where it talks about that the mountains lift up peace to the nation. Two concepts of shalom. And on the verse, if you hold on to my strength, peace will be done to me. I will do peace to me. Ub'dibur ha'maschil v'chol banaich b'perush v'rav shalom banaich. And look what's brought about in all my sons, and explaining that there's much peace to my sons. That from Rav, what does it mean? Rav Shalom. That from Rav, you will get Shalom. So that the Rav is many, and Shalom is uniting to peace. And look what's brought in Torah Ohr concerning, and I will return in peace. And look what's brought in Tanya about how the act of charity will be peace. And look what's brought in the Mamer Kosavarchu, explaining, and I will give to you peace. All these different concepts of peace. Alpi Chasidis. Look what it talks about how the mountains will move concerning, and my covenant of peace will not falter. And explaining, run after peace, search for peace and run after it. And explaining peace to the far and to the near. All the different concepts of peace. Parshas Bechukosai, Parsha Vav, Gimel Dvarim Nitnu Matana L'Olam Chulu. And Medrash Rabbah, it's brought that there's three things that were given as a gift to the world. Rabbi Azariah, B'Shem Rabbi Yehuda Bar Simon, Af HaShalom, Shnei Amar ונתתי Shalom Ba'aretz. Rabbi Azariah brings in the name of Rabbi Yehuda Bar Simon that includes even peace, which I guess would be a fourth thing. Yimul told us Reish Parshas Samach Vav al Pasuk Shuvi Ashulamis. And Medrash Rabbah told us on the verse, return Ashulamis from Lashon Shalom. Umashani Asid Litin Bashalom, a nation that I'm going to give peace to. That's why we're called the Shulamis. Shnei Amar ונתתי Shalom Ba'aretz, like it says, and I will give peace to the earth, peace to the land, to the nation that's in the land. What does it mean? Nosati Shalom Ba'aretz, similar to the concept of I will fill the land with the knowledge of Hashem. So Shalom Ba'aretz and Deas and Haaretz Deas Hashem. Shalom Chibur Bechinas Habez Deos, and that's how peace is uniting the two opinions. Kikel Deos Havaya, because we have a Hashem of two opinions, two viewpoints. So we say Hashem is Kikel Deos. He has both opinions, both viewpoints. So that's why he's called Shalom. So why he's explaining why filling the earth with the knowledge of Hashem is like a concept of peace, because the knowledge of Hashem, there's two viewpoints, and when you unite them into one, into Kel Deos, so it's a Nosati Shalom Ba'aretz, giving peace to the land. Kel Deos Havaya Sheyihi Elamata Giloi Kamulamayla, that you should have the revelation below as it is above, the viewpoint from below as the viewpoint, like the viewpoint above. V'zeu inyan masim shalom b'bayischu. It's also a concept of giving peace to the house and so forth. Daled ki sisa parsha mem aleph k'mo shekasab b'parshas Bereshis parsha vav kanal v'chinu b'mekomo b'parshas Bechukosai parsha lamed hey. So he brings that in Parshas ki sisa. You have a similar concept to what's brought in Medrash Bereshis that he brought before about the different matanos that were given to the world, and Shalom is one of them. Hey, Parshas Naso, Parshas Aleph, Tafresh Mem Hamad Daled, Al Pasuk V'Yasim L'cha Shalom. So in Medrash Rabbah Naso, and I will give you peace. God La Shalom, great is peace. Shenitan Ohr Hatorah Vayikra. It's given as a reward for the Torah and mitzvahs. Shenemar v'natati Shalom Ba'aretz, like it says, and I will give peace to the land. That the Torah unites the encompassing divinity and the divinity that fills creation. By dint of it being beyond both of them, and that's the peace in the heavenly realms. So that's the divinity that encompasses the worlds, and that which fills the worlds. From that comes the peace in the lower realms. So the Shalom is beyond both Soviv and Memale. That's Vayasim L'cha Shalom is the third, the end of the conclusion. It's the conclusion of the third pasuk from Birchas Kohanim, so it's like the third level. Vav be'echa samechtes beis al pasuk tzadik hu Hashem. So in Medrash Eicha it brings inyan v'cherev lo savor ba'artzachem chulu, the concept of that a sword won't go through your land. So it's similar to how when we built the Beis Hamikdash, and any of the metal tools of the axe and so forth, any iron wasn't heard in the building of the Beis Hamikdash. They didn't use the metal in the cutting of the stones and so forth, because they're implements of war. And similarly, we have a promise that the whole earth is compared to that. The whole land of Israel, in the time of peace, doesn't have a sword go through it, even from a foreign army going from one place to another. Parshas Noach, Daf Ayin Daled, Suf Amud Aleph. Look in Zohar Noach about this as well. Zayin Yalkut b'makomo kan v'shechavtem v'in macharid lo yirun chulu. So in Yalkut Shimoni as well. So it says, and you'll lie down and won't be afraid. Lo yirun chulu, you will not fear. Valderech kumemius b'koma zekufa, like the concept of v'lecheschem kumemius, that I will have you travel standing up straight and tall. So it's, I guess, opposite to lying down. Without fear is also standing up without fear and proud. B'medrash Rabbah Parsha Bereishis Parsha, and doesn't bring the Parsha. Fine minyan ve'ein macharid b'tzafanya simin gimel yud gimel b'micha simin daled daled mistama and the Yalkut as well. Ches zohar chel gimel b'mekomo b'chukosai kuf yud gimel sof amud beis ונתתי שלום בארץ. So it brings in Zohar Bechukosai, and I will give peace to the land. The asikud shebrichu lischabra b'knesses Yisrael, that the Holy and Blessed be He comes to unite with the souls of Israel. So Shalom Ba'aretz, ונתתי is the kud shebrichu, and Ba'aretz is Knesset Yisrael, and the Shalom is the Ischabrus. Inyan chibur zeh, ein mashakasav al pasuk, yivalem moshav lo. Look what's brought about this union between kud shebrichu and Knesset Yisrael on the verse that he desired a place to sit, or a place to dwell. It's a concept of the moshav is like hischabrus, to sit down, to bring into a kli, to bring the oros into a kli. V'ayim zorch like aleph vaychid dafish mim hey sof amud aleph sof amud beis mizeh yuvan masha nizborli el sif aleph. And with this we can understand what we brought before in the first paragraph, b'shem Yalkut, and the name of Yalkut Shimoni, Shalom keneged hakol, that peace is worth them all. Ki hine binyan partzuf ziran bein v'nukva v'ramach mitzvos asei ramach yivarim v'chulu, because the building of the partzuf of Zah and the feminine aspect and the 248 positive commandments are the 248 limbs. This is so the building of these partzufim of Zah Nukva is in order so that you should have a union and connection of drawing down the infinite light, may be blessed into the source of the worlds of Bri Yitzir Siyah Sham Shachazu Shkula Keneged HaKol, that this drawing down into the worlds of Bri Yitzir Siyah is compared to the entire order of creation. Through this union, ki hu tosef is boy, or that because it's an extra, an additional light, shatosef is miruba al ha'ikar, that we have a rule here that the addition is even greater than the original hamshach, that the main original concept is not as great as that addition which is added onto it. So that's the shalom. It's the ischabrus of partzuf, zan nukva, this supernal union, to draw down the light into the worlds of Bri Yitzir Siyah. Like it's brought up on the verse. The sun that's spreads out of Yosef, but the Yiske Yosef, that Yosef means to add extra. And he represents this concept of an addition, because he's the concept of higher than the Shvatim, the Merkavta Tata, higher than all the Shvatim, that higher than the Merkava that is elevated from the world of Bria into Atzilus. And to this added light and extra is drawn down. You draw down so that you should have a revelation below as it is above. Shalom, and this is also the concept of peace, that below and above should unite until you have the idea of a wolf lying with the lamb, because they have peace. Uniting two concepts, it's a concept of Gilu Mashiach, which is not the case with the Partzufim of Zanuk for themselves, without this Hamshach of Shalom to unite them. So from there it says, from there it will divide to the lower world, that you'll have the worlds of division, the world of division, with Shem Elokim, Master, in the name of Elokim, hiding. And just with those partzufim themselves, without union, you'll have you won't fulfill the purpose of creation, that you should reveal the honor of Hashem. Like it says, however, I am alive, and the honor of Hashem fills, and so forth. And to be alive and to have peace is one concept. It's like so it says here, "Ulam chai ani," and however I am alive. It's like saying, "And I have peace, and I am peace," and that fills the world with the honor of Hashem. So the concept of peace is filling the world with the Hashem's honor. It's this hischabrus in order to give this gilui into biyah. And therefore, God forbid, if you don't bring down the peace into the land, so you don't have anything, because you have simply alma de pruda. You have a world of separation without the divine revealed in. Like it says, if I don't have my covenant day and night, what's the brisi? Brisu gamkin in Shalom his kashrus v'chibur v'chulu, that a covenant is also a concept of peace and connection and uniting. That unite together in covenant. Then the end of the pasuk is that I will not have placed the rules of the heavens and earth. So the rules of the heavens and earth, meaning the Torah and the Torah mitzvos, or the gila into it, its foundation is the concept of brisi yomam v'layla. V'natati Shalom Ba'aretz Yichud Elyon v'ribuy Ohr. Now from the supernal union, now from this concept of, and I will give peace to the land, v'ribuy Ohr, and the greatness of the light, the extra light, k'den v'shachavtem v'in macharid, then you'll lie down without fear. So what's this lying down? So look in the kavanos from the Arizal about I will please let us lie down, our Father in peace. Shehu inyan heichal kodesh kadashim hanekra mitaso shli Shlomo, which is the concept of the Holy of Holies, which is called the bed of Shlomo. So the Holy of Holies is Hashkivenu. It's this high level that when you lie down, it's like you've reached the Holy of Holies, the bed of Shlomo, the bed of peace. That you draw down the peace below into the source of B'yitzirasiyah. It's a shalom that's below. It's a shalom of that's the concept of shkiva, that it comes down all the way below. Heichal Kodesh Kedashim de Bria, which is also the highest level of the Holy of Holies of Bria. So that's the shkiva, that's the mita of Shlomo in the highest level of Bria, the Kodesh Kadashim. Like he brought before, that through the yichud of the partsufim of Zan Nukva, it's a concept of Shalom, into the Makor of Biyah, Bain Zorche, like Gimel Kuf Yud Ches Beis, Binyan Anus, and Mitaso, Bein Sof and Ledorim. And look what's brought in Zohar about placing your bed between north and south to unite the Chesed and Gvura. Look what's brought about this concept of a praise to David. I will lift you up. So it's his concept of Romamus Malchus, from the Makor of Bia into Atzilus Vayin Zor Vayitzik Nunvav Pasuk V'Yishkav Ima V'Laylahu. Look what's brought about the idea that he lied with her in that night. So it's the concept of Layla. Might be like Golos, and Vishkav Ima is the concept of Shkiva, which, like we're talking about here, it's a Giloi Milamayla into the lower worlds, into the lower concepts, the concept of night. Vein Macharid Shlo Yiru Keri Al Yidev Vishpati Chayachulu, and you will not be afraid, or you will not tremble, that you won't see Keri at night. So that's the concept of lying down peacefully. And I will take away the bad animals. or a bad life force. Life force that gives Inika, or Mazikin Chas v'Shalom. Ein Sham b'Zohar, look over there in the Zohar about this idea. V'chein b'gashmius v'in machrid gam v'shechavtem. So too, physically, you will not be afraid. And also you will lie down, that it corresponds with the idea, if I remember you upon my bed, that what does it mean? That you will lie down without fear. So it means that we remember Hashem while we lie down. So that's why we don't fear. And look what's brought in Yeshaya on the verse. And great is the peace of your sons. Don't read your sons, read your builders. Those who study Torah. Look what's brought in Parshas Balak, that he crouches and lies down like a lion. Also a concept of lying down, a higher concept of lying down like a lion. Again, obviously without fear, like a lion.